So this is the last round that I'm going to cover. This is round 4 of the league. I win the die roll. And my hand is pretty good. I have Street Wraith and 2 cantrips and enough lands and Snapcaster K command. So if it's a slower or grindier matchup, this hand is good. Opponent's on 6. We probably want land 3, so we cycle Street Wraith before fetching. Hit another Street Wraith, and again, we do the same kind of hedge. So hit Stubborn Denial, but no threat. Kind of want land 3, but I think I'll be able to pick up land 3 with Street Wraith and Serum Visions at some point. And yeah, I did bottom them both. Because, like, first things first, I want a threat. And, oh boy. Oh boy, Urza's mine. Oh boy. So, we find a threat, and because of our fetches and everything, fetches and Street Wraiths, we get to play the Angler. We're going to Serum Visions first, try and set up land 3, and I think here maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I should have gotten Blood Crypt because I wanted multiple black, but I thought that I would want the blue with the Stubborn Denial. Maybe realistically what I should have done is just get a second Watery Grave. So they get to scrying for Tron, so always kind of scary. We do have them on a 4-turn clock, but like, look at this. Look at this. Like, I can Thoughtseize and hold up and stub, but I don't know. I kind of just want to like Thoughtseize. Well, definitely I want to Thoughtseize first, right? But I might just want to play Death Shadow depending on what their hand is. And I guess, well, in this case, like playing Death Shadow and having stub is like also good because it puts them on a 2-turn clock. Where hopefully I get to Stubborn Denial whatever they play and then Thoughtseize the remainder. So watching this, I probably screwed up. So they push this, and I should probably just not care about that. But I'm like, oh, I have them on a 2-turn clock, and I'm gonna get to Thoughtseize them next turn. So like, what are the odds, right? But it's like I just looked and they like didn't even fetch Tron. They fetched Llanowar Wastes. So yeah, I mean obviously they have 2 pushes. That just makes sense. So I should have just let that go, kept stub with Angler. But now I'm in a spot where I can't Thoughtseize and play Death Shadow, so I have to Thoughtseize. And my opponent just has everything. They have other Urza land, Karn, Wormcoil, Ugin, and I'm basically dead at this point. I just can't do anything. Like, they Karn, kill my thing, I play thing, that just dies, whatever, I'm dead. And I think I fetched wrong, and I think I played wrong by stubbing the Fatal Push. Like, if I let that go, and then I Thoughtseize them, take Wormcoil, I have stub for their first thing, I can stub on tap, play Death Shadow. I don't think I can win because their hand is so good. But I definitely just chucked that one. And granted, like, their hand was the nuts. Like, the actual nuts, right? And my hand was, like, a hand that if I knew that they were playing Tron, I definitely wouldn't have kept. And because of the Serum Visions and the Street Wraiths and stuff, I got to find cards that were actually good in that matchup. And it was still possible for me to win. And given that I'm a Grixis deck and they're a Tron deck, like, that is something. I don't know if y'all have ever played Grixis before, but beating Tron is just not happening. So we thought to ourselves, we fetch out our other land. I kind of rectify my mistake here by making sure I have the second black mana. Fetch before I Street Wraith. And I can just Shadow as a 1/1 because who cares? And then if they play something like Sylvan Scrying or whatever, I can just stub it. And I could stub this Chromatic Star, but I'm not super worried about that, especially since I'm very close to turning on this Death Shadow and having effectively a hard negate. But, check this out. Oh, upstairs, target myself, hit you for 6. You're at 14. You bust your map, get a tower, get a black mana. Digging for fatal pushes. And you don't find one. So now, fetch land, boom, you're just dead. I could have snap bolted me, snap bolted you, whatever, doesn't matter. I kill him on turn 4? Oh, turn 4 kill. That is so sick. That's what you need to do to beat Tron. So he had the nuts game 1, I had the nuts game 2. I assume it is he because their screen name is Mr. Shank. So this hand has a couple cyclers. Snapcaster is not the greatest here, for sure. But I do have turn 2 Tasigur with the Street Wraiths and the lands. So cycle Street Wraith, try and hit a Thoughtseize. End up hitting 3rd Street Wraith, so yeah, whatever, cycle that. And we don't hit. We do have the Thoughtscour, which is cool. So we just pass. And they're just over there playing Urza lands. Thoughtscour ourselves, mill a Fulminator Mage, kind of show them what's up. Why is there an ant on my monitor? Oh, gross. What would cause the ant to get on my monitor? I have no idea. So, again, kind of iterating on my previous mistake, I end up with a second Watery Grave. It's like, man, the red is not that important. It is like basically something that I will use my mana on if I have 3 lands. Seer Visions is not great. Chip of both, I think. Play out this 4/5, and obviously if I get Karned, like, it's just lights out. Opponent has an O-Stone. And if they Tron up, they could O-Stone me next turn, so we just blow it up right now. And I return my Fulminator Mage. So if they don't Tron up this turn, they're going to be like really far behind. So opponent goes, oh, another O-Stone, another Bloomin' Marsh. Perfect. So Thoughtscour first, see what's up. Hit an Inquisition, but not really interested in casting that. Fulminator, take out the tower. And now they're a turn off of Tron and a turn off of O-Stone. So I guarantee to get another 4 in. They have a Ghost Quarter, which they could use to take me off red, but then that puts them off O-Stone again. And now we just get to disrupt the crap out of them. So, Thoughtseize you. You have 2 Karns, Ugin. Fatal Push, which is not doing much, but it is possible that this Snapcaster is lethal at some point, so maybe there's some consideration there. Like, at least for the Inquisition. It's basically just like, do I cast the Inquisition and take the push? Because I think I'm going to Thoughtseize something else. The other option is just Thoughtseize the push. Don't worry about the big stuff, because they're basically never going to cast it and then, like, snap a Thoughtscour or something. But yeah, we hit them down to 8. Snap a Serum Visions. If they want to push this, that's fine. It doesn't change the clock at all. We're basically just looking for another threat or like another Fulminator Mage to be the nail in the coffin. So they find land 5. Use O-Stone. Whatever. We fetch down to 1. Go digging again with Thoughtscour. Just take their push because we can. And then we can also, like, EOT Snapcaster if we want to. But we end up drawing Bolt. And then hit him for 4. Bolt, Snap, Bolt. Have Stubborn Denial backup. Boom. Tron defeated by Grixis. How in the hell is that possible? Well, it's a new Grixis deck. We're a little more aggressive. And that is basically where you want to be. So